Let me ask you something simple, but quietly powerful. When was the last time you actually felt your birthday? Not just acknowledged it, not just replied, "Thank you," to a few messages, but felt it the way you did when you were a child. Back when your heart raced at the thought of balloons, cake, and one small sacred day where the world paused just for you. Now fast forward to adulthood. The same date arrives and passes. You wake up, you check your phone, maybe a few notifications, maybe your mother calls, and then the day moves on. You tell people you don't really celebrate. You say it's just another day. You shrug it off like it doesn't matter. But is that really true? Because underneath that casual indifference, there's often a quiet story. People who treat their birthday like a normal day aren't cold or detached. More often, they're reflective. They're the ones who learn to lower expectations because disappointment taught them to. Psychologically, birthdays are emotional mirrors. They reflect how you feel about being alive, how you relate to attention, how comfortable you are being seen. When someone says, "I don't care about my birthday," sometimes what they mean is, "I don't need validation anymore." But other times, what they really mean is, "I stopped expecting it." And there's a difference between maturity and emotional withdrawal. Some people genuinely outgrow birthday excitement, not out of sadness, but peace. They find joy in ordinary days. They learn that life itself is the celebration. But for others, birthdays are complicated. They carry quiet anxiety, not because of age, but because of memory. Memories of being forgotten, of hoping too much, of caring deeply and being disappointed. So instead of saying, "I hope someone remembers," they say, "It's just another day." It's protection disguised as indifference. The mind adapts this way. When emotional letdowns repeat, the brain lowers anticipation to avoid pain. It's called emotional self-protection. You stop hoping loudly. You trade excitement for control. And while that keeps you stable, over time, it can dull joy. You begin moving through your own life like a guest. Present, polite, but distant. Think about how many people say they don't care about birthdays, yet still notice who didn't message, who forgot, who stayed silent. Even pretending not to care is a form of caring. Psychologists call this avoidant validation behavior. When you convince yourself you don't need recognition because part of you fears not getting it. So when you meet someone who treats their birthday like any other day, don't assume they're emotionally detached. Sometimes they've just made peace with disappointment. But control has a cost. Because beneath the calm surface of "it's just another day" is a simple truth. We all want to be seen. Not with fireworks, not with grand gestures, but genuinely. Birthdays are symbolic. They mark existence itself. One day a year that belongs to you. Not for what you've achieved, not for who you're with, but simply because you exist. And for many adults, that reminder brings mixed emotions. Gratitude and loneliness, peace and nostalgia, acceptance and longing together, because birthdays remind us of time, of who we were, of who we hope to become, and of the space between those two. For some, treating their birthday like a normal day is grounding, a way of keeping time from feeling too heavy. For others, it's self-preservation, especially for those who grew up being the responsible one, the strong one, the giver. They learned early, your joy comes second, your needs can wait. So they remember everyone else's milestones and quietly forget their own. They don't crave attention, they crave understanding. They don't want noise, they want presence. That's the paradox of emotional maturity. The more self-reliant you become, the harder it feels to receive love without suspicion. So birthdays become neutral zones, places where vulnerability could surface, but gets replaced by practicality. And yet, beneath that calm tone, something stirs. Nostalgia for childhood excitement, gratitude for survival, a soft longing for simplicity. Psychologists call this temporal self-awareness, a moment where you quietly measure who you were against who you are now. That's why birthdays feel less like parties and more like mirrors. And avoiding the celebration isn't apathy, it's introspection. It's the mind saying, "Let me process this privately." Because not every kind of growth needs an audience. Some growth is invisible. It's in how you react differently, how you forgive faster, how you find meaning in ordinary moments. And maybe that's the quiet truth. Treating your birthday like a normal day doesn't mean you're numb. It means you've learned that joy doesn't need permission. You've redefined celebration, from noise to alignment, from attention to awareness. Still, Even the most independent hearts deserve to feel seen sometimes. Because the ones who downplay their birthdays are often the same ones who hold space for everyone else's. The quiet anchors, the ones who remember your day first. And sometimes, they forget they deserve light too. So if your birthday ever feels ordinary, don't judge it. Honor it. And if someone remembers, let them say your name. Let them remind you that you matter. Because you do, even on ordinary days. Especially then. Maybe growing up isn't about celebrating less, but about celebrating differently. Less confetti, more awareness, a deep breath, a quiet moment. You don't have to make a wish. You already are one. A living continuation of every version of yourself that made it here. And that, quietly or loudly, is worth celebrating.